There's something special about classic American cars. They represent a time of innovation and optimism. From the sleek lines of the 50s to the raw power of the 60s, these cars captured the American spirit. Today, they continue to fascinate and inspire us. These cars are more than just machines. They are rolling works of art. They tell stories of the people who built them and the people who drove them. They are a reminder of a time when America was at the forefront of design and engineering. In this essay, we'll take a closer look at some of the most iconic American cars from the 1950s to the 1970s. We'll explore what made them so special, from their unique designs to their powerful engines, and we'll examine why they continue to be cherished by enthusiasts today. So buckle up and get ready for a trip down memory lane. We're about to embark on a journey through the golden age of American automobiles. The 1950s were a time of great change and prosperity in America. This decade marked a significant shift in the cultural and economic landscape of the country. The end of World War II brought about a sense of relief and optimism, and the American economy was booming like never before. With the war over, industries that had been focused on the war effort turned their attention to consumer goods. Factories that once produced military equipment were now manufacturing cars, appliances, and other products for the American household. This economic boom led to an increase in disposable income, and Americans were eager to spend. One of the most significant beneficiaries of this newfound prosperity was the automobile industry. Car ownership surged as more and more Americans could afford to buy their own vehicles. In response, American automakers introduced some of the most stylish and innovative cars ever built, capturing the imagination of the public. Iconic models like the Chevrolet Bel Air and the Ford Thunderbird became household names. These cars were not just modes of transportation, they were symbols of status and success. The Cadillac Eldorado, with its luxurious design and powerful performance, epitomized the American dream. Owning a car like the Eldorado was a statement of achievement and prosperity. These cars were big, bold, and beautiful, featuring plenty of chrome and fins. The designs were extravagant, reflecting the optimism and confidence of the era. The streets were filled with these rolling works of art, each one more eye-catching than the last. But it wasn't just about looks. These cars were also technologically advanced for their time. Features like automatic transmissions, power steering, and power brakes made driving easier and more enjoyable. These innovations set the stage for the future of automotive technology. One of the most significant technological advancements of the 1950s was the introduction of the V8 engine. This powerful new engine revolutionized the automotive industry, providing unprecedented performance and power. Cars like the Chevrolet Corvette, with its sleek design and powerful V8 engine, became the epitome of American performance. The Corvette was not just a car, it was a symbol of speed, power, and innovation. The Ford Thunderbird, another iconic model, combined stunning looks with impressive performance. It was a car that turned heads wherever it went, embodying the spirit of the 50s. The V8 engine would go on to become a staple of American performance cars for decades to come. Its impact on the automotive industry cannot be overstated, as it paved the way for the muscle car era and beyond. The 1950s were a time of great creativity and innovation in the American auto industry. Designers and engineers pushed the boundaries of what was possible, creating cars that were not only functional, but also works of art. The cars of this era were stylish, powerful, and technologically advanced. They captured the essence of the American spirit and set the stage for the future of automotive design. These cars set the stage for the muscle car era of the 1960s and continue to be admired by car enthusiasts today. Their legacy lives on, as they remain a testament to a time of innovation, style, and prosperity in American history. The 1960s were a time of great social and political upheaval in America. The country was experiencing a wave of change, with civil rights movements, anti-war protests, and a general sense of rebellion against the status quo. This era was marked by a desire for freedom and expression, and it was reflected in many aspects of American life. But they were also a golden age for the American automobile. The car industry was booming, and the roads were filled with a dazzling array of vehicles that captured the spirit of the times. From sleek sedans to powerful muscle cars, the 1960s were a showcase of automotive innovation and style. As the economy continued to boom, car buyers were looking for even more power and performance. The post-war economic prosperity meant that more Americans had disposable income, and many chose to spend it on cars that offered not just transportation, but excitement and status. And American automakers were happy to oblige. Companies like Ford, General Motors, and Chrysler were in fierce competition to produce the most powerful and stylish cars. The assembly lines were buzzing with activity as workers and engineers pushed the boundaries of what cars could do. The 1960s saw the rise of the muscle car. These high-performance vehicles were designed to deliver speed and power, capturing the imagination of a generation that craved excitement and adventure. Cars like the Ford Mustang, the Chevrolet Camaro, and the Pontiac GTO were designed for one thing: speed. They became icons of American culture, celebrated in movies, music, and the dreams of countless car enthusiasts. They were equipped with powerful V8 engines, sporty suspensions, and aggressive styling. These features made them not only fast but also visually striking, with bold lines and a commanding presence on the road. But the 1960s weren't just about muscle cars. The decade was also a time of great diversity in the types of vehicles available. From compact cars to luxurious sedans, there was something for everyone. This decade also saw the introduction of some of the most iconic and luxurious cars ever built, such as the Lincoln Continental and the Cadillac Fleetwood. These cars were symbols of success and sophistication, offering unparalleled comfort and elegance. These cars were the epitome of style and comfort, with spacious interiors, plush seating, and all the latest amenities. They were designed to provide a smooth and luxurious ride, making every journey a pleasure. The 1960s were a time of great diversity in the American auto industry. The variety of cars available meant that there was a perfect vehicle for every taste and need, from practical family cars to high-performance sports cars. There was something for everyone, from the budget-minded family man to the speed-hungry gearhead. Families could find reliable and affordable cars, while enthusiasts could indulge in the thrill of high-speed driving. And the cars of this era continue to be some of the most popular and sought after by collectors today. Their timeless designs and powerful performance make them enduring symbols of a bygone era, cherished by those who remember the 60s and admired by new generations of car lovers. The 1970s were a time of significant change for the American auto industry. This decade saw a dramatic shift in the way cars were designed, manufactured, and perceived by the public. The oil crisis of 1973 was a pivotal moment. It led to skyrocketing gas prices and a sudden, urgent demand for more fuel-efficient vehicles. Long lines at gas stations became a common sight, and the public began to realize the importance of fuel economy. Concurrently, new safety and emissions regulations were introduced, compelling automakers to rethink their designs. These regulations aimed to make cars safer for passengers and reduce the environmental impact of vehicle emissions. As a result, the cars of the 1970s were notably smaller and less powerful than their predecessors from the 60s. This shift was a direct response to the changing economic and regulatory landscape. However, these new models were also more fuel-efficient and environmentally friendly. Automakers began to experiment with new technologies and designs to meet the growing demand for cars that consumed less fuel and emitted fewer pollutants. Despite the reduction in raw power compared to the muscle cars of the 1960s, the cars of the 70s still boasted plenty of style and character. They were designed to appeal to a new generation of drivers who valued efficiency and innovation. Some of the most iconic cars of the 1970s included the Chevrolet Camaro Z28, a model that managed to retain its sporty appeal despite the changing times. The Pontiac Firebird Trans Am was another standout. It became a symbol of the era, capturing the imagination of car enthusiasts with its distinctive design and performance. And then there was the Ford Mustang II. Although it was smaller and less powerful than the original Mustang, it still offered a fun and stylish driving experience. These cars may have been smaller than their predecessors, but they were still stylish and fun to drive. They represented a new era of automotive design that prioritized practicality without sacrificing personality. The 1970s were undoubtedly a challenging time for the American auto industry. The economic pressures and regulatory changes forced companies to adapt quickly or risk being left behind. But it was also a time of significant innovation and adaptation. Engineers and designers worked tirelessly to develop new technologies and improve existing ones, leading to advancements that would shape the future of the industry. The cars of this era may not be as highly sought after by collectors as those from the 1950s and 1960s. However, they represent an important chapter in automotive history, marked by resilience and ingenuity. but they still hold a special place in the hearts of many car enthusiasts. The unique designs and innovative features of 70s cars continue to be celebrated at car shows and enthusiast gatherings, reminding us of a time when the auto industry faced and overcame significant challenges.